40 yards, just over 36 meters. The average human walks that in under 30 seconds. But these guys, they covered it in under 4.3. But here's the twist. The 40-yard dash doesn't guarantee greatness. Sometimes it reveals it. Other times it masks it. Today we're breaking down the fastest 40-yard dash times ever recorded, and more importantly, where these lightning-fast athletes ended up. Were they destined for greatness? Or were they a flash in the pan? Let's find out. 1. John Ross, 4.22 seconds, 2017 NFL Combine. The crown king of speed. Drafted 9th overall by the Bengals, and they didn't even need him to finish his drills. That 4.22? Good enough. Fun fact, Ross didn't even wear cleats designed for speed. He wore Adidas and missed out on a $1 million bonus because he didn't complete the rest of the drills. Injuries, shoulder surgery pre-draft, then hamstrings, then foot problems. It was like his body couldn't keep up with his legs. Ross's record-breaking moment was electric, but what followed was 5 years of what-ifs. People forget he scored 7 touchdowns in just 10 games in 2019. That flash was real. But like speed itself, it didn't last long. Where is he now, 2025? Briefly retired in 2023, citing mental and physical burnout. Returned in 2024 with the Eagles. Now fighting for a WR4 slot, showing flashes in OTAs. Speculative take. Can a second chapter rewrite a broken narrative? We've seen stranger comebacks. Maybe Ross's story isn't over just yet. Do you think John Ross still has a chance to make a comeback, or is it too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. 2. Chris Johnson, 4.24 seconds, 2008 NFL Combine. CJ2K, speed that delivered. Backstory. From East Carolina University, CJ wasn't on everyone's radar until he exploded at the Combine. That 2009 season, 2,006 rushing yards, 500-plus receiving. He averaged nearly 5.6 yards per carry. He became a fantasy football god and a cultural icon. Fun fact, he was clocked at over 22 miles per hour on a touchdown run, pre-next-gen stats era. If he had come out in 2025, he would have owned every highlight reel on X, TikTok, and YouTube. Post-career, he launched a youth mentorship foundation and occasionally appears as an analyst on CBS Sports. Chris Johnson proved speed can lead to stardom, but only when paired with durability and vision. Unlike others, he sustained it for a while. Thinking face commentary. How would CJ 2K fare in today's pass-heavy, RB-by-committee NFL? Would teams let him eat, or would they shelf him after 10 carries? 3. Rondel Menendez, 4.24 seconds, 1999. The tragedy of untapped potential. Small school star from Eastern Kentucky. His dash tied what was then the all-time record. Drafted 7th round by the Falcons. Everyone thought he was a steal until the preseason ACL tear. Career over before it began. Anecdote. He was so fast in camp that corners would line up 12 yards off him in practice. Coaches joked they needed radar guns just to follow him. Where's he now? Works in Kentucky in insurance. Coaches local track athletes and gives motivational talks about dealing with sudden life changes. Speed can get you drafted, but nothing can outrun fate. Menendez became the face of unrealized talent. Thought balloon, thought experiment. What if he had played alongside a quarterback like Michael Vick in Atlanta's early 2000s offense? Would he have been Tyreek Hill before Tyreek existed? 4. Marquise Goodwin, 4.27 seconds, 2013. The Olympic sprinter who took on the NFL. Background. Long jumper in the 2012 Olympics. 4.27 at the Combine. Almost expected. NFL career. Journeyman WR. Played for 5 teams but had his best year with the 49ers in 2017. Nearly 1,000 yards receiving. Personal story. He played just hours after losing his premature son in 2017 and scored an 83-yard touchdown, falling to his knees in tears. Sometimes, the strongest players don't just run, they carry emotional weight. Goodwin's story is bigger than the stat sheet. Where is he now? Still active in 2025. Signed with the Panthers on a veteran deal. Also runs youth speed camps and advocates for mental health in sports. What's more impressive, making the Olympics or surviving in the NFL for over a decade? Let's debate in the comments. 5. Henry Ruggs, 3. 4.27 seconds, 2020. From promise to prison. College star, Alabama product. Known for insane speed and clutch catches. The crash, 2021, driving 156 miles per hour under the influence. Killed a young woman and her dog. Sent shockwaves through the NFL. Sentence, 3 to 10 years in prison. As of 2025, still incarcerated. Speed brought him fame, but recklessness destroyed it all in seconds. Contextual comparison. His fall is often compared to Aaron Hernandez, not for the crime, but for the sheer contrast between talent and self-destruction. Speech balloon commentary. It's hard to talk about Ruggs without feeling a deep sadness, not just for him, but for the lives he altered. Was it preventable? Could more support from teams have helped? 6. Tyquan Thornton, 4.28 seconds, 2022. The yet-to-be star. Drafted by New England Patriots. But let's be honest, QB instability and a stale offense didn't help. Upside, long frame, track background, raw but intriguing. Current status, 2025, competing under new OC. Reports say he's getting more reps in a revamped offense led by rookie QB Drake May. Anecdote. In high school, Tyquan ran a 10.5100 m in basketball shoes. Coaches said he looked like he was jogging. Spoiler, he wasn't. Narrator. Sometimes the system fails the player. Sometimes the player fails to adapt. With Tyquan, the jury's still out. Direct hit audience question. Do you think he can break out in a post-Belichick Patriots era? Or is he just another burner lost in the shuffle? 7. Bo Jackson. Unofficial. 4.12 seconds, 1986. The legend will never time again. Unofficial time. 4.12 at Auburn's Pro Day, hand-timed. No video, just stories. But here's what we know. Bo felt like a 4.12. He once ran up a wall in an MLB game. He broke bats over his knee like twigs. Multisport monster. Only athlete to be named an all-star in both MLB and NFL. Where is he now? Still jacked. Still cool. Lives privately, but occasionally appears in Bo Jackson Foundation charity events. Narrator. The 40-yard dash might not have proof of Bo's time, but every time you hear his name, you believe it. 7. Bo Jackson. Unofficial. 4.12 seconds, 1986. The legend will never time again. Unofficial time. 4.12 at Auburn's Pro Day, hand-timed. No video, just stories. But here's what we know. Bo felt like a 4.12. He once ran up a wall in an MLB game. He broke bats over his knee like twigs. Multisport monster. Only athlete to be named an all-star in both MLB and NFL. Where is he now? Still jacked. Still cool. Lives privately, but occasionally appears in Bo Jackson Foundation charity events. Narrator. The 40-yard dash might not have proof of Bo's time, but every time you hear his name, you believe it.